Welcome to Cardamancy Mesquite. I'm Angela. Hi, Tabitha. Today's show is going to be reading with significators, and it's a little bit different than it is with tarot. What you do is you pick out the card that you think um, best um, signifies the person or the idea that you're looking at. Like you could have an older unmarried man with brown hair, brown eyes. That would be him. Whoever that man is, you could do a reading for him. You just pull his card out and set it at the beginning of the reading. And that's how you use your significator in the regular general reading. Hi, Sherry. Happy Saturday to you, too. You kind of snuck up on me. Hi, Teresa. We're working with significators today. This is just another level of how you can peer deeper into a subject. You can limit your reading to just one person you're dealing with instead of coming up with your whole family and all your friends. You can read on one specific person by pulling out the card that represents that person, and that would be your significator. So I'm going to say that that's Glenn next door. Okay, what does Glenn have coming up? I got to give him a call. I haven't talked to him in about a week. It has been a busy one. Okay. As usual, we've cut them into three piles for the immediate energy of the reading. Oh, wow. You're getting wind and rain in it already? Okay. He's going to be dealing with a child. Someone's going to ask him to sign papers, and he's going to get a letter about it. It has something to do with a child. I can't imagine that. I don't think he has any grandkids, but we'll see. You never know when there's a secret grandchild somewhere. If you just start reading as you normally would, you pull the three off the top and lay the next one down, and you go all the way across. There we go. Okay, Glenn's going to be going to a party when I'm out of town. He's going to get a gift, but nobody's going to lie to him. That wouldn't be a surprise. His whole family's Trumpers. He's learning to deal with it. And this person who's lying to him is questioning him about work. There's some kind of work they want him to do. It's a relative. I already knew that. But it's actually going to be a pleasant surprise. There's a pleasant surprise. See, they're going to ask him about work. There's the question. There's the work. Yeah, this is a relative, and this is the pleasant surprise. They might ask him to do some woodwork. He loves to do that. During the pandemic, he refinished my entire dining room set. Okay, let me see. I see you, Sherry. Hang on. For the significator, do you only pull from the court cards and major arcana or from the entire deck? It depends. If you're reading on people, then you pull a court card. But I'll, as I go on, you'll see what I mean. I'll show you. And then he's got a pleasant surprise that a dark-haired boy and a widow are having legal problems. For some reason, that's a pleasant surprise. Maybe somebody's been trying to get his house again. You know how relatives come out of the woodwork, and Glenn's getting up there, so they like to pester him. And that was the whole reading straight across. Now we go back and we shuffle all of these, find out where these people land in his reading. Hi, Hypnicity. Glad to see you. We're reading with a significator today. Oh, yeah. This widow wants something that belongs to Glenn. That's it. That's Glenn. That's the widow. And there's the legal card. So she's trying to get something out of him. And that boy is the little liar here. But he is going to give Glenn a gift. And he is a little worried about Glenn. So that's kind of odd. I don't know who this would be in Glenn's family. So that's where I'm stuck out on a limb here, is I can't even guess who that boy is for Glenn. Now that's how you read for a person. And what you want to do is match as much as you can, like the spades or swords. That's a dark complected boy generally. You would have like dark brown hair, dark brown eyes. And you go with as many little clues as you can about who this person is. This kid would be an air signs. So you know all the air signs. You just, if he's one of those, you can use that as a clue as to which card you use for the person. And of course, age always plays a role. Now the boy is not, he's not a teenager yet. He's not past, say, 15. Now up here, if it's up this way, he's in his 20s, maybe even 30s. That's what throws me off about this for Glenn, because he doesn't know any boys. He doesn't have any grandkids that I know of, or that he knows of for that matter. He may find some. But that's how you read on a person. Now, what I was saying earlier about it can be a little different is if you get something that comes up in your reading and you really got to know about it. Say you get this card in your reading and you're really worried about your car, since your car is in question, you can read on your car. You do a regular reading, you put the car first, and then you We're going to read on my card and see what's coming up with it. It's got little things that I want to get fixed. But other than that, I don't know anything that would be wrong with it. So we'll see what the cards have to say. I'm going to lie and be jealous about somebody going out of town. Well, maybe. Because I'm getting tired of sitting in Mesquite. I could see me doing that. Saying, "Oh, have a nice time." Break your goddamn legs. Yep. There we go. Yeah, I can see my pain scale is going up a little. I just went a little higher than shit on that pain scale. Okay. There we go. Now, when I'm in my car, I'm going to hear about a relative having an affair. I'm going to find out a good bit of the gossip on that. And I'm also going to get a gift. And it's from this Queen of Hearts. That's a fair married woman. That could be my daughter. Probably is. And then we're going to be talking about surgery, not working, a loss. And it looks like she's going to want me to sign some papers for something. Don't know what that is, but I'll figure it out. So we're going to be talking about everything. And I mean literally everything here. And then when it comes to signing the papers, it's going to be about an unpleasant surprise. And I'm going to be the enemy here. So if somebody else's marriage is involved, and it's a fair girl, I can see this coming. Another one of the kids is got pregnant and going to get married. We have a high school and a junior high and an elementary right there. So yeah, we have kids everywhere. So I'll end up probably putting part of the bill for a party, baby shower. But it hasn't said anything about the car so far. So I guess my car is doing all right because it's talking more about the people who will be in and around my car. But you can pick any topic that you have. It's just like with the tarot cards when you have something you want clarification on, you can do a full-blown reading on it. You just pull the signifier out for the thing you're looking for, and that it'll give you a whole reading on that subject. Now I've got actually managed to, for me, I pulled 4 5s. Can you imagine? I got to look at that. I think that's chaos. Yeah, it is. Oh boy, thank you guys. I need more chaos. What can I say? Okay, so yeah, somebody's marriage. I'm going to be the enemy in this situation. It's this fair girl. It's going to get married. We're going to end up talking about it in my car. So I'm going to be shuffling people around. And there's going to be talk about me not working and then having surgery. So me not working, what that actually means when it says me not working is me not doing all the things that I do for the grandkids. I think that's going to be tough on my daughter when I go have surgery. And then there's a relatives affair. I'm going to find out about it. What was that one? Yeah, that's an unpleasant surprise about a relatives affair. Nothing new there. And then somebody's going to ask me to sign papers when they give me a gift, but it's going to cause me a loss. I'm going to incur a loss when I sign these papers. So I don't know what that is about. So we shall see. And that's how you do a significator on, say, a car, or say you have an enemy and you want to know who that enemy is. Where was that card? Okay, the enemy. I wouldn't do a full blown reading on the enemy because it would not hone in. You want to check. You want to pull down to something like this to get a reading on, because you want to know who this person is. So to get that a lot of detail, you pull less cards, and you would do it the same as you would a yes or no question. You do lay the cards out the same. So who am I the enemy of? Let's see if that girl comes back up, because she was sitting right beside me there. Okay, there's a divorced woman involved. There's a party, and there's an accident. Gee, what could that accident be? The same old kind we have around here a lot. Another pregnant teenager. There's a legal issue. The one at the top, one at the bottom, about marriage. One to the left, one to the right, and then one to the center. I'm going to incur a loss over this. So this girl's going to get married. It's good. There's going to be legal issues. Probably going to have to take her to a doctor's appointment, because there's a doctor's appointment right there. But I'm going to incur the loss. I'll probably end up being the one paying for this stupid test, and she's going to shed tears. So that's how the juicy gossip runs around here in Mesquite. Now, if y'all have any questions, you can throw them out there, and I can read on somebody for you or something. But you read it this way when you really want to hone in and see exactly who that person is. And I still don't have exactly who that person is, but I have precisely what the situation is. I'm going to end up taking that girl to the doctor. She's going to be shedding tears. She's going to get married, and there's going to be legal troubles. Yep. So that's how you can hone in on it. I was hoping that she would show up in the cards, that the Queen of Diamonds would show back up, but it didn't. But they told me a whole lot more about her situation. Okay, let's see. How about J.D. Vance? I think I see him as a He isn't all that old yet, but I think I'll go with him because he's ambitious and tries to be authoritative. And he's a dark man. He is married, though, isn't he? Well, you don't do that for kings. That's only for queens. Okay. There we go. That's J.D. Vance. Now, what exactly did he do to the couch? I'm doing this just for fun because I have no clue what these cards will say. I did not ask a yes or no. I just asked, what did he do to that couch? This should be fun. There was another man there. There was an accident. Somebody had to go to the doctor because there was an accident when he had his little tete-a-tete with the couch. Okay, it's going to come out close at hand. It's coming out soon. There he is, and there's close at hand, right at the top of the reading. Oh, then there's a fair girl. This one's the Queen of Hearts. Then there's a minor quarrel. He was successful in his altercation with the couch. These are too funny. And oh, the gossip is going to fly. The gossip is going to fly about this. Somebody's coming out with information about it. Somebody's going to be saying they know he did it, where he did it, when he did it, how he did it, and so on. Yeah, all the dirt's going to come out. Let's see what these twos are. An argument or a fight. Yep. Oh, they're all going to be, the fists are going to be flying over this one. But the story is going to come out. And it's going to come out pretty soon. All the details. Last night I was reading and I got that it was at a party. So there are other people who know. And there are witnesses. So he can't tell whatever story he wants around it when there's a bunch of witnesses. Well, they're going to be coming out of the closet, so to speak, right quick for J.D. Vance. That was pretty funny. Does anybody else have one? That one was just too funny. I couldn't let it slide, you know. Okay, who shall we read on next? Let's see, we could peek in and see what Kamala's week is going to be like. There's her. Okay, what is she going to be doing this week? Let's do a quick reading on her. What is Kamala doing this week? She's going to be angry when she gets a gift when she's out of town. Someone's going to hand her a gift and she's not going to be happy with that person at all. Okay, we got a fair, unmarried, older man. There we go. Now you can see him. And there's an unmarried, older, dark complected man. There's the party. Yeah, she's wondering what's up. There's a lot of questions. And she's going to have a drink or two. I don't think she'll get tipsy. She'll probably just have one glass of champagne or something stupid like that, like they always do when they get together. It is a party after all. But there are going to be two men involved, and those are the ones that are going to be causing her consternation. It's a dark complected man and a light complected man. They're both older and unmarried. So that's Kamala. She has a party coming up too that she's not going to be real happy with. But she'll do like all of us in those situations, and she'll put a smile on her face and grit her teeth at the same time. Okay, Teresa left to get Dunkin' cold brew coffee. Well, I'm glad you got some. That's nice. Good to hear that. Now, do you have a question for me? What'd you think of for me to read on while you were getting that coffee? Something had to come to mind. What was playing on the radio? Yeah, I don't think J.D. Vance is very long for this election cycle. Okay. Sherry says, I think she's picking her VP this weekend because she said she would be campaigning next week with her pick. Oh, okay. So she's going to make her pick. So there's going to be two older ones there that want it that aren't going to get it because she isn't happy about either one of them. All right. $2 special on coffee till the 7th. That's good. Hey, everybody, you know where to get your coffee. Okay, let's see. What could I ask on that? Let me think about it a minute. Oh, this is one that came to my mind. I want to ask, is her VP actually going to be an older man? Because I heard a comment that they might voice an older man on her as like a mentor. Yes, you can, Hypnicity. Got you started. Okay, are they going to force her to take an older man as her VP? Are they going to force her to take an older man as her VP? Are they going to force her to take an older man as her VP? Because most of the ones that everybody thinks would be great are younger. There's Fair Girl, a man in his 20s or 30s, and they're going to shed tears over it. That makes me wonder. Okay, there's happiness. Somebody's happy. Yes, they're going to try and foist an old man on her. That really sucks because the ones that would really bring in the votes are the younger ones. Youth is theme for this election. Yeah, I think so too. And I think go for the younger one, but it looks like you're going to try and force an older one on her, which I don't like that at all. I don't think they got any business doing that. She's not going to like this person that she considers them an enemy for some reason. Okay. Yeah, Sherry, and he's not older than dirt. You know, I think I'd like to have one that's like one to be, not old as dirt. I didn't think she'd. I don't think she'll give in to the allies, um, to the elites. Okay, there I got it. She won't give in to the elites on her VP. I hope you're right. And he would bring in the Southern vote. Yeah, that's the way I think they should look at it. Rationally. Wow, what a surprise! That would be a breath of fresh air in DC if they thought rationally about something, wouldn't it? Is she going to accept the VP that they've tried to force on her? Will she accept the VP they're trying to force on her? Will she accept the VP they're trying to force on her? Okay. The car's in question. Somebody's getting their wish when she's out of town. That sounds like her husband's going to have her car fixed or put new tires on it. There's going to be a quarrel. Oh, rats. This looks like yes. She's going to accept whoever they forced on her. But she's going to tell a little white lie about it too. Like she can stand him when she really hates his guts. It's not going to be somebody she wants. We lived together for a year before we married. So we've been together 33 years. There you go. I agree with you, Sherry. And I hope people's in the right direction. You know, hope he leads her to the right person. Okay, now I'm going to read for Hypnicity for her anniversary. But that sure annoys me that they might force her to take somebody older than dirt. You're getting money for your anniversary, some kind of money, and that's coming up quick. It's from someone that thinks a lot of you, and you haven't seen them in years, but they're going to show up. They'll come out of the woodwork. There's your marriage card. So the cards are right on top. Oh, there's good luck with it. Good luck, news, children. And an older, fair haired man. And it's all close at hand. It is the 8th. You've got what, 5 days? Yeah, it is close at hand. There's some kind of little legal issue here. I don't know what that's going to be. We'll see what turns out. Has to do with a dark complected man, young man in his 20s or 30s. That's probably you right there. It's talking about you working with someone you haven't seen in years. Yeah, there's your marriage is right here. You can't really see that. Let me move it over. There we go. The 5 of clubs is your marriage. The 3 of clubs is news. And the Jack of diamonds can also be read as good luck. I'm going to read it as good luck here. It kind of fits the mold. There are going to be children around and an older, fair-haired man. So I don't know what kind of grandkids you have or neighbor kids, but you're going to have kids around too. I got your, I started your question, Teresa. And then this older man, he's going to be around close at hand. That's coming up real soon. And he has the older fair man has an issue close at hand. It's a legal issue. And it involves this younger man, his 20s and 30s, and a married woman, like complected. I don't know what it would be, but that's where it is. Anyway, all of these people, it looks like you working at, you've got the work card right here. You've got all these people, then the work card, and people you haven't seen in years. So you're going to see somebody that you haven't seen in years when you get a job or you get work. Say it's a do a project type job. His injury claim against Boeing, yeah, that could be it. Yeah, it could. That would pull it together with the work. Yeah, and you're going to be working to get that claim, but it's coming up soon. There's more work to do on that, but we'll see. Let's see what we get when we spread them out on a timeline. Yeah, there's good luck with children you haven't seen in years, so they might not be children anymore. That's a little ways off, though. This is news about a marriage, about the marriage of a widow. That's a little further out there, too. But considering it's your anniversary, all of this could happen on that very day. That's how it works sometimes with when you're doing reading an event. And that is, yeah, that's legal. That's that married woman and the same dark young man again with the legal thing. And it has to do with work. It's very close at hand. It's coming right up. You might need a full shoulder replacement. Yeah, that's a possibility. So happy anniversary. It looks like it's going to be a decent one. It looks like you're getting some resolution. You've got 4 3s here. Let me look up what they are. I believe that's it's a specific change or course of action. A specific change or course of action. There you go. You've got that coming up. You got the 3 3s there, and then you got 4 3s altogether in this reading. So that's pretty good. Yep. Happy anniversary. Wow, that one even felt nice. Okay, I believe that's all the questions I have. Does anybody else have a question? Oh yeah, Teresa, I'm sorry. Yeah, I went off and forgot all about you. There you are. Yeah, you've been in limbo for years. Like it can do it. Yeah, I know it can do it. Okay, my friend Jeff is missing for 5 days. Didn't answer my text. Didn't call his dad. He usually calls dad daily. Jeff is in New York. Dad's from Florida. You're from Florida. Should we be worried? Okay, let's see. How is Jeff? How is Jeff? That's an awful long time for somebody that calls daily. There's a widow with children, and he's got an enemy. Okay, we've got an older, fair-haired man here. He wants Jeff to sign papers about borrowing money for a widow. Yeah, he's looking away from it, so he's wanting to borrow money for her. But Jeff's going to get his way about it. It's his wish card. And this all came about in his home. His home is right here. He found out something that somebody didn't want him to, and there was a fight about it. And it had to do with someone else's marriage. What that means, I'm not sure. Okay, he was jealous of some of the older man, and he got news about this, and this man is his enemy, or he's an enemy of that man, the dark complected man, older man. So far, it looks good in that no hospital, no death card, no doctor, no sick, none of that stuff is in here. So that's good news. But it looks like people were trying to coerce him into something that he didn't want to do. Oh, come on, cards. Cards are sticking today. Yeah, they wanted him to sign papers. This is one incident here because there's a sign papers and borrow money are that far apart, so it's all condensing it into one situation. Jeff got his wish about what was going on in his home. There was a widow and two men involved in this situation. They were trying to borrow money. He now considers himself their enemy, and they want to fight about it, but I don't think they're going to get to fight about it. He's gonna find out something about their marriage, and that probably has something to do with why he wouldn't even entertain the idea of lending somebody money or even helping them borrow it. Yes, Teresa, throw me another one. But I see nothing here so far as like a physical accident or anything. Nothing physical here. These other people want a fight, but they're not getting it because he's not coming up as angry. There's no quarrel, there's no anger, there's nothing other than somebody wants to fight. So he's in pretty good shape that way. Okay, let me see. Okay, I've heard rumors. His dad just asked for a welfare check. Okay, that's a good idea. If he fell, would he be able to get up? It would be difficult for him to even walk. This could confirm the rumors. Yeah, it's kind of a relief because there's nothing here that I can say that makes me worry about him. It looks like somebody tried to get money out of him and he said no, and that was the end of it. No, Andrea, there's nothing indicating a fall. Okay. My brother lives in Missouri. He's 72 or 77. He and his wife want to sell and move. Will he end up in North Carolina? Okay. That'll be a yes or no question. Okay. Will he end up in North Carolina? Will he end up in North Carolina? There's an unpleasant surprise. When someone's out of town, it's an unpleasant surprise about a child. That's just the immediate energy of right now. No, but in someone else's home, there's drinking and drugs, fighting. It's in someone else's home and the quarrel. So these people that were there, that were at his house, they left and they're having throwing a shit fit. He has sons in Kansas and North Carolina. I'm hoping closer to me. Yeah, I would too if I were you. Yep. Yeah, not North Carolina. And I'm wondering if these people that he was having the argument with were from North Carolina or were planning on heading there. because they are pissed off. They're drinking. They're in their home. They're arguing. There's arguing, drinking, fighting. It's going on in their home, not his. So they left, and now they're having it out between the few of them that were arguing with him. Okay, let's see. Will he end up in Kansas? Will Jeff end up in Kansas? This says no too, but he's going to end up happy. And it's mostly because these people he's been arguing with are going to be additional years apart that he won't see them. It'll be years before he sees them again. His Kansas son has a newborn son. Drinks a bit. Not sure about son's wife. Yeah. Yeah, the Kansas son, he's not going to end up in Kansas either. He may be splitting the difference. But if it were me, I'd go to North Carolina, to be honest with you, because you got more advantage. You've got hills, you've got water, you got everything there. And if he argues with that son a lot, he needs to just keep his distance. Yep. Because that is not a happy home. Nope. So I don't have him in either place. So he may have gone away to get away from them for a little while to cool down, you know. He may have just taken off for a little bit, take a little trip somewhere. Yeah, Teresa, that's why I was saying that, he'd have the mountains and the water because hunting and fishing. I loved living on the East Coast for that. Because you could go hunting and fishing on the same day. You don't have to, it doesn't take that much travel to do it. So I would say if he's out of touch, he may be wanting to be out of touch, just to cool down after all that mess. But the other people went that were with him, that were arguing with him, his son and whoever else, his wife, whatever, they were all fighting amongst themselves. So that's not a good situation, and especially if he has a newborn. If that son has a newborn and they're fighting like that, that's not good. That's not good for a kid. And Jeff needs to stay out of that mess because it's only going to get worse. And he doesn't want to be pulled into it. Yep. That's what I would tell him. If I were giving him advice, I'd say step away. Just be there ready for the kid after everything hits the fan, Hi, Sue Toffee. Good to see you. Hi, Fatima. Good to see you. Do either of you have a question for me? I'm just finishing one up. I got a few minutes left. I can do one for each of you. And Teresa, I wish you the best of luck on that. And just kind of keep in your head that he's probably off, went off to cool off. And that would be the best thing you could do in that situation, to get out of touch from those people, you know? Yep. But I didn't see anything bad for him in there. So, Fatima, would you like a question, or Sue? I'd be happy to do it. I know we're right up against the hour. Okay. General for the week of August? Yep, you got it. Okay, let's look at Fatima's week. What's her week going to be? You're welcome, Teresa. And your situation there, Teresa, is why I like to teach people how to do this. I would like more people to know how to do this, because then you can solve those issues on your own and you don't have to sit and wonder, you know? Okay, will my new rental move go smoothly? Okay, gotcha, Sue. Older man out of town was a child. Hmm. Had an older man out of town was a child. That's the immediate energy. Did you send one of the little ones with the grandfather? Wow, look at the tens. Okay. There's a fair girl and an older fair man. And then we've got three tens, and that's a completion. It's an ending, a closure of some sort. That's a closure of some sort. You're not going to be happy about it. You're going to be an enemy to this ending or this closure, and you're going to shed tears over it. Hate to give people bad news, but I'd rather give them bad news than, the wrong news. But yeah, I'm not going to hold things back out of it. You're going to shed tears over it. There's an influential older man that has something to do with it. He's going to be maneuvering, I'm sure. And then we have two married women. You're going to give the gift to them, but they're going to be jealous of a child. You're going to be giving a gift, and they're going to be jealous of a child over the situation. So that's what's going on there. Let's look at the timing. Yeah, you aren't happy about the situation with the child at all. Um, you've got money coming. Someone's going to be jealous. It's these two dark married women, an older man. They're going to be mad about money that you get. And you're not going to be happy with what they're wanting to do for fair girl, a child. That's not going to go over well with you. So it looks like you have a family situation, but nothing really bad. Here again, there's nothing really bad. It's just that you don't like it. It's going to happen. You don't like it. All you can do is work your way through it. And looking at it, knowing it's coming, it's kind of easy in that you can say, okay, I know it's coming. Let's just get through it and get on with it and get past it. That'll make it easier. But it looks like a family mess about you getting some money. You've got some money coming to you. And the money's coming right away. It's right there. It's the immediate card of your reading is money. There you go. Well, the good thing is you're getting money. That's the good thing is you're getting money. Okay, Sue. Yes, a sister-in-law wants money for the house that we stayed. Yeah. Yeah, she wants your money. Don't give it to her. You don't have to. She ain't gonna like it either way. It's either gonna be not enough money or not all of the money. She ain't gonna be happy about it any way you look at it. So it belonged to your parents. Yeah. Yet I wouldn't give her any money for the simple reason she ain't gonna be happy about the money in any way, shape, or form. So you lose if you give her some, you lose if you don't. And you still lose if you give her all of it because she's still going to be mad that it isn't enough. It's between your brother and you. Yeah, there's a woman's got her voice in this. She's in the back of his head. There's a woman got her mouth in this mess. Okay, so will your new rental move go smoothly at the end of the month? Okay, let me go to two and do a question on that. Yes or no, because that sounds like the perfect way to answer that one. There we go. Okay, is Sue's move going to go smoothly? Is Sue's move going to go smoothly? Is Sue's move going to go smoothly? Some older married man, dark complected. He's going to be successful and have a party. So if you have an older man helping you move, he's going to be real happy about it. Yes, it is going to go rather smoothly. You got an unpleasant surprise, a small one, a small loss. That happens every move. Every move I make, a box or two gets lost. I want to look at these 2 5s, the 2 red 5s. Okay, those are someone's meeting a lover. There's going to be a fair married woman is going to meet a lover, and you're going to hear about that. And it's going to be an unpleasant surprise. That's confirmation. Thank you. Yep, there you go. So if you don't give him the money, she can't take it from him. You can put it aside for him later. That's what I would do. If it's money that he fairly has coming to him, I just stick it back. Yep. So your move is going to go pretty smooth, Sue. And like I said, you got a little unpleasant surprise, a little loss. 1 or 2 boxes isn't going to make it, but that's normal. And it doesn't look upsetting at all. There's no shedding of tears, no angry, no quarrel, no nothing. So it's going to go good. Just expect to lose a box or two, and you'll do good. It'll be a good move. Yep. Well, there you go. And we have filled up an entire hour with this today. That was pretty good. It was good reading for y'all. I enjoy it. I really do. And even when it's bad news, you know what? At least I give you the full scoop on it. You know what the situation is, and I give you a little bit of advice on how to deal with it. So with that, I'm satisfied. Yeah, but you're going to have a good move, Sue. That's a good one for today. And thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy you guys. And I hope you're really starting to learn to read some for yourself too, because it's nice. You know, you can't answer all your own questions. Sometimes you do need somebody else to read for you too. So that's why I'm here too. My friend's dad just called me. He hasn't heard back yet from the police, but a call came in while we were on the phone, waiting for him to call back. Okay, good. Let me know. Let me know if he's all right. That'll make me feel better if he's when I know he's okay. I'm pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure he did just go off to cool off. But holler back at me, leave a message in the comments, and let me know what happens. And like they say, for entertainment purposes only, like, share, and subscribe. Do all the YouTubey things, and I will see you on Monday. We're having the Oracle Guarding readings with Diana. So if you want to come around for that, it'll be at 2:30 Central. And I'll see you there. Okay, thank you all. Bye-bye.